Thank you. Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome. We have a few newcomers today, so welcome to our center. So it's not so sunny outside today, but I hope we have the sun in our heart this morning. And okay, so I will just fix it and put it back on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. So, it's not. Oh, clip on. I hope that works. Anyway, okay. So, I'm sorry, I don't know your names yet.
I'm Betsy.
Betsy.
And Minda.
And Minda. So, Betsy and Minda, have you meditated before?
No.
Okay. So, so we are going to talk a little bit about the fundamental of mindfulness meditation today. And welcome to the newcomers on YouTube. I've asked some of my patients to go on YouTube this morning, so hopefully they're following as well. So here at the center, we teach mindfulness meditation. So there are a lot of different types of meditation, but we practice mindfulness meditation here. And what is the definition of mindfulness? So mindfulness is a mental state that is achieved by focusing one's mind on the present moment, while learning to accept and acknowledge our own feelings, our thoughts, and our body sensations without being judgmental. Okay? And it is not a religious practice. It is now used as a therapeutic technique. It has a lot of benefits. It will bring a lot of mental as well as physical health benefits to you if you practice every day. The more the practice you put in, the more benefits you get. So I, in my practice, stress is the number one cause of flare-ups of autoimmune inflammatory disorders, but I believe that it is a number one cause of all of the mental illness as well, not just physical illnesses. And so, if we have to learn one skill in order to help ourselves through life, I think meditation is the best skill you can learn. I mean, you can go and do physical therapy, or you do exercise and you acquire different skills in your life, but the meditation skill is the best one to acquire, I think, because the mind controls the body. So if you look after your physical body by exercising and eating healthy, but you don't look after your mind, your body can get sick. Right? So, and when I recommend meditations to my patients, I only have a handful of patients practicing meditation. Okay, and when I recommend the meditation to my patient, I have a lot of resistance, and they come up with very common reasons. Okay, very yeah. So they come up with, and it's common. It's everybody think the same. So they think that number one is the religious reason. So I have some resistance because they think that it is a Buddhist thing and not, yeah. So, and then the other reason is that they cannot settle their minds. Okay, their minds are too busy, thoughts wandering all the time. So I think that is a misconception. Misperception. Because mindfulness meditation is not about sitting in one place and clearing out your mind and not allowing your mind to think. Okay, so our minds think just like our hearts beat. So you cannot stop your mind from thinking, as you cannot stop your heart from beating. It will think, okay? And so we have to use your mind in a beneficial way. And the other common reason is that I don't have time. Okay, I don't have time. No, yeah, so I don't have time because why? They think that they have to carve out the time to sit down and meditate, or, to actually focus and meditate. And that's, it's true that when we put out the time and we sit down and meditate, we get the best practice out of that time. But it doesn't mean that you have to do that in order to meditate. So here we teach you the skill to be able to meditate in any position, no matter what you do. So you can meditate as you wash the dishes, you can meditate as you do the laundry, you can meditate as you sit at the computer table and work on your project. Okay, so that's what. So you do have time. You do have time, and you don't have to, carve out 15 minutes or half an hour. No, because the research showed that it's the accumulative time that you put into meditation is what count. So over time, the number of hours that you put in is what determine how much benefit you get. Okay, so we have a lot of benefits from meditating, and if you meditate every day, once a day, it's going to bring the benefits faster than if you meditate only once a week. If you meditate 3 times a day, it brings the benefit even faster than once a day, right? But who in our group want to look younger? People spend a lot of money to go and do things to make them look younger, facial massage, Botox injection, and plasma injection, and all of this. But do you know that meditation makes you look younger? It does. It does, because I was listening to a TED Talk this morning, and the presenter pulled out a research study where they looked at people 30 years old, okay, and at that time in their life, their biological age and their chronological age match. So how do they determine the biological age? They look at your DNA, okay, and the tail end of your DNA, which is called the telomere, the length of that determines your biological age, okay. So they have the standard of how long that telomere should be at certain age. So they did this experiment where they put the 30 years old together who have biological age and chronological age that match. And then they follow those people out 5 years. And these people would meditate every single day. So at the end of 5 years, what happened? The biological age went backwards to 23 years old. So it makes you 7 years younger if you meditate every single day for 5 years. But it's meditation is like nutrition too. If you put nutrition, good nutrients in your body is going to look younger than your chronological age. Okay, it happens, and I saw that in my patients. I have a patient who, the first time he came in to the office, that was in 2014, I believe. But I remember the day. I mean, some patients just stay in your mind, right? And he came in and he was in his probably mid-40s. He walked like an old man. He could not walk from the waiting room into the exam room without pain. He was in so much discomfort. And then he plopped himself on the exam table and just lay down like this. And I said, okay. And he couldn't do much. Sitting up was painful. Changing position was painful. And so he had really, really highly active inflammatory disorders. And we went through all the treatments, all the medication he has an overlap of two or three different inflammatory disorders. And we tried everything, and he either he didn't tolerate some treatment, and some treatment didn't give him the best effect, right? So he went through all the options, and in the end I said, no, okay, we are out of medical option. But before that, I would recommend that he meditate and eat well, and but I think a lot of people, when they are in a lot of pain, they hope for something that just take the pain away very quickly. But for this patient, we tried, and then he refused narcotic, okay, flat out. I mean, he was in 9, 10 out of 10 pain every single visit. And then he said, no narcotic for me, Tylenol or ibuprofen only. And I said, okay. And then after we've gone through all the medication and nothing really worked for him, and he was taking ibuprofen 800 milligrams 3 times a day. And I said, no, you cannot do this. Ongoing is going to cause a lot of damage. So I said, will you please, this is your last option. Just change your diet and meditate, calm your mind. Because he was just, his thought was racing. So I said, okay, please do that. And then he started to get all the fruits and vegetables home and juice them, and eliminated all the red meats, and just ate salmon 3 times a week. And I saw him. So it's been 4 years since he made that life changes. So after 2 years, his lupus went away, completely went into remission. And then after another 2 years, he came in this year, and I said, oh my God, you look young. 4 years later, he looks younger than the day he set foot in my office. And he walked. I mean, meditation and nutrition, really, you don't have to add any medication, but his inflammatory markers gradually went down, and his functionality gradually improved. So this year he walked in, and he walked like this, and his skin was so beautiful because he fed his body for 4 years now with full of nutrients. He is so compliant because he was in misery with pain. But if you put in the effort, you'll see it. Take a picture of yourself today, and then practice every day, and then 5 years from now, you look back and you probably will see that you look younger. So, and then people would ask, how can I tell that what I do is effective? How can I tell that meditation is effective and successful for me? And a lot of people may not know that it's successful until someone else pointed out to them. Okay, so don't worry, if you don't see it, other people see it, and people will come up and making comments to you. Oh, that you've changed, right? You are calmer, and usually before meditation, you would not be able to cope with this situation, but now you can, that kind of thing. So people will point out the difference in you, and that way you can tell that what you do is effective.
To hear what my daughter that works with him told him yesterday.
Uh-huh. Really?
Yeah.
A lot more like
See?
That's
Yeah.
what she should wake. They both should wake up and come home with
Yes.
me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
So how do we overcome our thoughts from wandering? Can you share your, for those of you who have been practicing, every day or frequently, can you share how you?
I try my best, because for those who really know me, they will know that I'm like, I am just like my monkey brain, in all sense of the word. Like always, all over the place, trying to do things all at once and stuff like that. Since I started practicing last year more often and every day, I slow down so much that I can tell that when my thoughts are all over the place, I can just come back to focus on the focus point that I decided to be aware of when I start meditating. Sometimes it's just my nose and how the air feels coming in and out. Sometimes I just put my hands on my chest and I just feel my heartbeat. Or sometimes I just use, my belly rising and falling. But it's the belly one is the one that works best for me. Because that way, when my mind starts like playing songs sometimes, Paula was asking me, is it normal? Songs playing.
Yeah.
But that's how it works for me, at least.
Yeah.
I try to focus on the breathing and the sensation that breath coming in and out of my body.
Yeah. Okay.
Brings.
Yeah. What about you?
And my mantra is what you resist. So when I'm feeling resistance, I acknowledge that, and then I go into my body, like where am I feeling this? Where am I feeling this anxiety or overwhelmed? And just I try to think about where it is in my body, and and then the breath is really
Right. So I think there was a study about that too, about the where they asked people to imagine, something like a polar bear, tell them not to think about the polar bear, and then all they think is the polar bear. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And now tell them, think about the polar bear. They don't think about the polar bear, they think about other things instead. But so, it is okay to have your thoughts wander. That is what the mind does. And when you are mindful, and when you practice mindfulness, you practice the awareness of your thoughts. So you recognize that your thoughts are wandering. So when you meditate and your thoughts are wandering, you can just sit back, be an observer of your thoughts. Okay, be an observer of your thoughts. And this is like mind on mind. You got a mind that is like the subconscious mind is wandering. And then the conscious mind is the one that controls the subconscious. So we have mind on mind. So when you observe your thoughts, it's just like your other mind is observing the wandering mind. So when you observe the thoughts, you can start to recognize it and labeling it. So if a thought come into your mind, you can just sit back, watch it, and say, okay, that is a joyful thought, or that is an anxious thought, or that is a concerned thought. Okay, and then let it go. Let it pass. So you can watch your thoughts coming and going, like clouds coming and going. The people who have the hyperactive mind, I imagine, like it's not the clouds anymore. It's like the storm with leaves falling on the tree and flow, right? So, but if they observe that the leaves, just watch it, and let it go. So the more you recognize your thoughts and labeling your thoughts and accepting your thought and let go, gradually the blue sky will open. Okay, you clear off all of the clouds and all of the hurling leaves, and then the clear sky will open. But it takes practice. And even with long time meditators, they are going to come across that too. Yeah. So when you meditate, that usually there are 3 stages. Okay. First stage is when you settle your body into focus, and that's when your mind still wanders. Okay. And then you get into the middle stage where you are very, very focused. And it may only be for a second or a minute, and then you come out of it. So always there are all 3: entering, settling, and leaving. So as long as you are aware that your body is going through these stages, the more practice you have, the longer you'll be able to maintain your body in the middle stage where you're very, very focused. And when you're focused, you can start to direct your thoughts, right? So you get rid of the wandering thoughts, and you can cultivate positive thought. And that's when wisdom comes about, okay? So meditation will bring about wisdom, and wisdom doesn't come if you don't think. If you empty your mind and you clear your mind out, how do you achieve, get wisdom? So, okay. So with that, we're going to practice meditation, and I think, let's stand up, and this will show you that you can meditate in the standing position, and then we can do some of the walking meditation, and then the last thing we'll do is sitting meditation. Okay. So so just put this up here. So when you do standing meditation, let's just assume a position where you feel comfortable. So you don't want to strain your back or have uneven gait, okay? And then just relax your neck, relax your shoulders, okay? And then you can close your eyes or direct your look towards the floor, okay? And then you begin by take deep breaths in and out. And as you breathe in, you follow your breath. Be aware of your breath. Feel the air entering your nostrils, up into the sinuses and then down into your lungs. A deep breath in and slowly breathing out. And as you follow your out breath, imagine the air moving from your lungs up into the nose and out of your nose. Okay, so keep taking deep breaths in and out for a few breaths, okay? Focus your mind on your breath. You are practicing mindful breathing. Deep breathing in and slowly breathing out. Relax your shoulders. Deep breathing in and slowly breathing out. If your mind wanders, return to your breath. Return to the present moment. You may hear the aeroplane. Just enjoy that hearing sense. Deep breathing in and slowly breathing out. You will find that as you focus on your breath, your other senses are still working. Acknowledge it and feel that sense that you're feeling. Deep breathing in slowly breathing out. Return to your breath. Return to your body. If your mind wanders, recognize it. Recognize the thoughts. Thank you for being here. I know that you are here. And I'm letting you go. Deep breathing in Slowly breathing out. If your mind wanders, don't be frustrated. I know my mind wanders. I'm bringing my mind back into focus to my breath. Acknowledge what you hear. Accepting what you hear. As you take deep breaths in and out. Let your mind follow your breaths. Deep breathing in. Slowly breathing out. You can feel the tension in your shoulders, or in your knees, or in your feet. Acknowledge it and relax. Feel your muscles relaxing, letting go. You are cultivating the awareness of all the senses in your body. And training your mind to focus. Deep breath in, slowly breathing out. continue to do the deep breathing for a few minutes. Return to your body. Return to your breath. Now bring your awareness back into your body. Feel the ground underneath your feet. Start moving upwards to your knees, to your hips, to your abdomen, to your chest, to your shoulders, to your neck, to your head, and back down to your neck, to your shoulders, to your elbows, to your wrists, to your fingers. Now start moving your fingers. Okay? Shake your arms. And you can slowly open your eyes and come back into the room. There you go. That's the standing meditation. Okay? So now we want to do some stretching and then we start walking. Okay? So, yeah. So I teach you this simple exercise that you can teach everybody, young or old. Okay, so just put your arms out like this and raise your feet like up on the, like that. Okay, so like a swing and then lower your, and so as you put your arms out like that and then swing, you let lower your feet. Okay, just do that. We'll do that. So let's do, so in, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. So we do 20 of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 70, 80, 90, 20. Now, if you find doing this with your feet too hard, you can just do this. Okay? All right, let's swing. Okay. So, swing a few times. Just feel free to swing. And don't forget to take deep breaths in and out. Okay. All right. So, you ready for walking meditation? Yeah. So, we'll walk this way, right? Walk this way, anti-clockwise. So, you use your hearing sense, right? So, listen to the bell like this. So, each sound you can step up. You don't step up until you hear the sound. So that it's going to train you to use your hearing sense during the meditation. So you can step up with whichever foot, it doesn't matter, right or left first. But so I'll ring the bell and then you just step up. But pay attention to your body posture, your balance, the sensation underneath your feet as you walk. So, and then you can, don't forget to take deep breaths in and out. So, breathing in, step up, breathing out, step up, breathing in, step up. Okay, it's like that. And then you can also focus your mind on your breathing and your step. Okay. Enjoy your breath. Enjoy your steps. more steps, then we will return to our position. Okay. All right. All right, let me just put this down. All right, how does everyone feel? Good? All right, so let's sit down and we can do a short sitting meditation and share experience. Okay. So sitting meditation, you don't really have to sit cross-legged. Okay, you can sit in the chair or you can sit on the bed, whichever position that you feel comfortable in. Okay, so just assume a position that you feel comfortable and relaxed, and we'll take a few deep breaths in and out. Feel your chest rising and collapsing. Feel the air flowing through your nostrils and enjoy that oxygen entering your lungs. Feel your belly rising and collapsing. If you feel the tension in your neck and shoulders, relax. Let your shoulders drop. Relax your arms. Relax your legs. Feel the seat underneath you. Feel the calves. Feel the feet. Just enjoy this present moment. Total relaxation. Deep breathing in. Slowly breathing out. Observe your thoughts. Say hello to your thoughts. You can also label it. I know you're there. know you are with me. And now I'm letting you go with my out breath. Thoughts come and go. Nothing is permanent. Happy thoughts come, enjoy it. Thank you for being here. Say goodbye to it when it passes. We are the observers of our thoughts. Bring your thoughts back to the present moment. Deep breathing in and slowly breathing out. Our mind is constantly thinking. Even when we think we are in stillness, we still think that we are in stillness. Be in the present moment with your thoughts. Don't think about the past. If you have thoughts about the past, acknowledge it and let it go. Return to yourself. Return to present moment. What do you see with your eyes? Do you like it? What do you hear with your ears? Do you enjoy that sound? Do you smell the fresh air? Do you feel the air that feeds us? What do you feel with your tongue? Is that a pleasant sensation? Does it let us know that we are alive? What do we feel on our skin? Do we know that we exist in this body? Are we aware of the sensation on our skin? Now return to our mind. What states of mind are we in? Do we feel relaxed? Are we filled of joy? When was the last time we smiled? Were we aware that we were smiling? Did we enjoy our smile? What were our thoughts about all those senses? Does our mind appreciate them? Observing our thoughts. Are we in the present moment? Are we focused? Do we have an open awareness without judgment. Deep breathing in and slowly breathing out. Let us take a few more breaths and enjoy this moment of focused attention. Return to yourself. Return to this present moment. Return to your breaths. Now slowly bring your attention back into the present moment and back into the room. Start moving your fingers, wiggle your toes if you want to. Slowly open your eyes. Continue to take deep breaths in and out. Okay. All right, we can stretch.
Because I needed this.
Sleep.
Yeah?
My feet are asleep.
You can't feel them? All right, well, let's just wake ourselves up. Just rub our hands and put the palms of our hands on the eyes and just gently massage our eyes up and down. And then massage your forehead. And down your temples. And then massage your cheek up and down. And then massage your ears. And then you can massage your head from the top down. Down to your neck. You can do that a few times. And then massage your neck. You can do one side at a time or both at a time with your hands if you want. And then you can massage your shoulders one at a time. Feel the pressure point on the trapezius muscle, and then just move your arms back and forth a few times. And the other side. Okay, and then you can massage down your arm, one side, down to your elbow, down the forearm, and then down to your hands and the fingertips. And then back up between your thumb and your index finger and just rub that pressure point 10 or 15 times. And then, then you massage back up your arm on the other side. Up to the upper arm and then down to the side of your chest. Okay. Okay. And then we do the other side. Okay. So down one side of the arm to the elbow, to the forearm, to the wrist and the hand, and then massage the tips of your fingers, and then back up to the pressure point between your thumb and your index finger and rub that a few times. And then go back up the other side and down to the side of your chest. Okay. Okay. Just roll your shoulders back and forth a few times, forward a few times. Okay. Okay. Now, with your hands, massage the back. And then down the side of your hips, the front to your abdomen. Okay. And then down the side of your thighs, outer thighs and inner thighs. You can do one leg at a time if you prefer to do one leg at a time. I do both at a time. You go down to the knees, massage the back of your thighs too, and the back of your calves. And then the front. Okay. And then the feet. So we put one foot up on the other leg, and then you can massage your foot. Massage the sole of your foot. Massage the toes. Take care of our feet, right? So they carry us every day. And move your ankle. Yeah. Loving feet. Okay. And then you can stretch. Put that foot on the side like that, and then stretch like this. Deep breath in, and then breathe out. Return to the front, and then deep breath in, and then return. And one more time, deep breath in, and return. And then we do the other side, right? Move your ankle back and forth a few times as well. You can stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. And that is the end of our meditation session. So, so now it's the sharing experience time. So, everyone.
Oh, Joanna. Okay.
That's it.
Serious. I know, right?
Yeah, we'll start with you.
Oh, hi.
I know. Sorry.
My favorite part was the walking meditation, and then I feel like it calmed me down more. For the sitting, I was good to go.
Yeah. So this is your first meditation ever?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think it's difficult or easy?
In between, it was a little difficult at the beginning during standing, but then walking calmed me down, and then by the time we were sitting, I felt like I was in a zone.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So,
I mean, I wasn't there long, but I felt like it.
Yeah. So like the more you practice, the more it will come, and it's very enjoyable experience. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. And how about you? Yeah.
I mean, I really liked it, but I didn't really calm down until we like sat down. I was still like go go go, but once I sat down, I didn't think of anything, so it was nice. Yeah.
Did your mind wander?
Yeah. I kept thinking about the polar bear. So yeah, that was it. But otherwise, it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell yourself not to think about the polar bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. How about Rebecca?
Okay, so the walking part was actually the hardest for me because it like activated my brain, but the sitting part here, I just could have probably kept going, and probably would have fell asleep eventually. It was really nice because my mind, especially like right here, there's just a lot of pressure and worry. Today is family day for us, so it's the day that we got Cole. He's our son from China, and so I was very anxious about it. And he's very anxious when this happens. It's like a traumaversary during this time. His birthday, his abandonment date, everything. So this was just like really nice to just kind of like put things in perspective and just to let the spirit calm down. And it was really needed. I'm so glad I came. I really felt like I was in the zone today.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So being in
it
the
was really
zone,
good.
that's it.
Yeah, my mind was like, I don't know, I was tingly and all just like, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
We felt that everywhere today. That's great.
Yep, it was nice. So thank you.
Right,
was
yeah,
here.
thank you.
I was here.
You were here.
Yeah.
I was
Oh.
here. I love it. It helps so much.
Okay, so thank you for sharing. How about Nicole?
I enjoyed it. I have been the observer in yoga before, like watching the dance of the breath and the body work together, but I haven't really been the observer like in meditation. So that was kind of fun, like to have that mindset
to have that intention. And of course, I watch things and things come up and they go away and it evolves. So it's fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
That's good.
I like this.
Yeah.
This is fun.
That's good.
This is my favorite part of the week.
The week, me
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is my downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Glad
you.
to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Judy.
I have nothing to say. Well, it's
So-
just another week of enjoy to be here.
Yeah.
And then I've been using this meditation for remind myself to calm down and then, I let go all the stress or the worry. So this is, I need this every week, really.
Yeah.
And I use it at night when I cannot sleep.
Uh-huh.
So I do the scanning
Body
What's it?
scan.
Body
You do the
scan.
body scan.
to fall asleep. Otherwise, my mind's still wondering, okay, I need that, I need to do this and this tomorrow. I cannot fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then I do the body scan too, and I fall asleep.
Yeah.
I've done several times to
Yeah.
use it for my sleeping time. So
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah. So that's
So I
one of
really need it.
yeah. That's one of the benefits of meditation is that it helps you to have deeper sleep, and you can fall asleep quicker, and you stay asleep longer. So yeah, so that's good. Yeah, thank you. And let me just sit between Pat and Jasmine.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It's super nice. I
Yeah.
love the visualizations. I think it actually helped me feel happier.
Yeah.
So thank you. And
Yeah.
what's funny is some of the sounds were a little bit distracting to me.
Yes.
And it was funny that when you mentioned the plane, it's like, oh, I didn't even hear the plane.
I was hearing the pain then. But I think when we are challenged with that, and my husband was being noisy, but when it happens like that, it's a teaching moment
It
for
is,
us. What are
for
we
sure.
going to do? What will we do when that happens? Are we going to be distracted by the noise, or just recognizing the noise and then accept it and let it go? Right?
It was good teaching.
Yeah. I think so.
It was very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And Jasmine.
Well, it's always a great reminder for myself, just when you leave the class and I can just sit here and get into the zone that we say. And today was definitely a reminder of being more observant of my thoughts instead of judging them, which is funny because on Tuesday I taught a class about non-judgment.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden a lot of things came to my mind, because the monkey mind is always jumping up and down, and at some point it came this idea of doing a Nirodha Mindful Kids session only one of the Saturdays, and I was like, yeah, I need to talk about that with Dr. Tran later today, so let me just go back to this bit. But that thought kept coming back and back, and I was like, come on, I don't need this right now. But then at the end of it, and that was while we were standing, so at the end of the meditation, standing meditation, I was able to just be more present, be more aware of all the sensations in my body. And I was noticing how I wasn't feeling as stiff and tight as I usually am because of my lupus arthritis and all this umbrella of diseases. So that was something that amazed me in many ways, because that's where I realized, when those things happen to me, is when I realized that the more I keep practicing, definitely the more I keep getting the benefits, and I feel better myself, and I can function better. So thank you for today. This was lovely, and I really needed this today.
Thank you. Now I think for some of us, or for a lot of people, when they first started to learn how to meditate, they get frustrated with themselves a lot. And they would say, go away, thought, go. Let me be, in peace. But the thoughts won't go away. The more you focus on them, the more they come.
They come back, yeah.
So I think learning how to accept the thoughts, recognizing the thought, and let them go slowly. Be gentle to your thoughts. That's your thoughts is just like your other senses. They need nurturing. Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you. And let's hear Chad.
So like when I walked in here today, I was very tired and I was yawning like every 5 seconds. And meditating, I feel a lot more like awake and aware, if you will.
Yeah.
And like letting go of the thoughts that were like coming in my brain and like accepting them. I could do it. Like, it was crazy. Like it had never happened before, but like I did it. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I can do this like on a regular
Yes. Yeah.
life.
Yeah. The more you do it, the better you'll be at it. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. So you'll become a teacher, right?
I would like to.
Yeah.
So
We talked about that already.
yeah. Yeah. So we teach, but also we would like people to become teachers too, because the vision is to bring this to especially the children. So we learn and then we teach, so we give back, right? And this summer we hopefully will be participating in teaching teenagers at the local library here, bringing awareness to of meditation into their lives. So if we can start at the younger generation like that, we are going to be able to help the younger generation to be better parents, better workers, and they will be the foundation of a better society also. But but we need more teachers, right? And we start with one library, and hopefully we'll do other libraries, and we start with one elementary school, and it will ripple, right? So yeah, so if you can volunteer, we would welcome your volunteers. So, yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
You said, what was it? I know you're here. I'm letting go. Is that supposed to be our thoughts?
Yeah, you recognize your thoughts. You know
So,
that thoughts.
If I'm in my happy place, I'm supposed to let go.
Well, I think learning how to let go of something good.
Anger, let go of anger or frustration.
Well, letting go of something good is also a lesson that we need to learn too, because it's generosity, right?
Yeah.
Letting go of love, letting go of possession, and so you do give, you give it away. So, but when you're recognizing your thoughts, it's about that the thoughts are not going to be with you forever.
Okay.
Right? They come and go. They're not permanent, even the happy thoughts. And yes, when it goes, you let it go. You don't hang on to it. Because if you, I think you hang on, what will happen if you keep hanging on to that? What will happen? Right. Yes.
Your frustration, that stuff happens for a reason so that you can enjoy like happy moments or like sunshine or when it rains or have the windows down in the car and then like you're like, oh my god, my hair's in my face. Like
yeah. So I mean, when you make yourself give up something good, it's not a bad thing. It's not really. Okay. So, but and then when you hang on to something good forever, then you get into this frustration when it goes. Yeah. And suffering. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That could lead to like a narcissism. Where you're just trying to always feed yourself to get joy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
There's no balance there.
Yeah. Right. Good. Wow. Thank you very much for all the sharing. And by sharing, we learn from each other too. So, okay. So I won't be here the next few weekends. So just Mara will be leading the class for the next few happy weekends. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's pray for the world and hope everybody have a very happy weekend and happy time with your family and friends. So, take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.